Work with me now. Follow along. We're going to do a quick episode of A Shift of Perspective with Empress Oracle Card Edition. But hear me out. Hear me out. What I want to talk to you guys about is letting the devil win. You see what I'm saying? Because it seems like a lot of people just be letting the devil win. They do. They just let him take a hold of their life. Shit start getting bad and they stop having faith. They stop thanking God. They stop praying, right? Or things start getting good when they start doing things they don't got no business doing, and they just forget about God. And it's like, why do people keep letting the devil win? When times get hard and stuff, I keep telling everybody, when times get hard, that is a test. That's when you're supposed to call on God the most and stuff. And you have to look at it like this, because a lot of people say, oh, the devil is too strong. The devil be whooping my ass. You know, devil be having his demons everywhere. You know, definitely there's evil everywhere. But what you have to look at it is, everything came from God. So why the fuck is you scared, right? Technically, if you want to get technical, the devil is a fallen angel, which means he's created by God. So if God created everything and you're a child of God, why are you afraid of something that God created? Why? And that's the problem right there, because, you know, you guys are having more fear than faith. You guys are having fear over faith, and it's supposed to be the other way around. It's supposed to be faith over fear. I know it's hard. I know the devil is always busy. Trust me. The more you go on a soul journey, the more you try to get your life together, the more the devil is going to try you. That's just the way that it is. We know that. And you always get tested the most before you're about to elevate or achieve something that you really want. So, of course, you're going to get attacks. Of course. That does not mean that you're not special. That does not mean you're not chosen. That does not mean you're not on the right path. So stop letting the devil win. A lot of times, that is how people get tricked out of their spots. That's a lot of times, that's how people get tricked out of their blessings. They let the devil win. They let illusions of fear win. And I'm trying to tell you, the devil will put illusions in front of you to make you think you're not on the right path, to make you think that all your hard work, everything you're doing is in vain. But you have to understand, pressure makes diamonds. And a lot of people are so close to having a big breakthrough and they just quit. They just quit. You know, and I know a lot of people did not grow up in the church, so let me tell you, there used to be a story that I used to remember my pastor used to say all the time. I don't know if it's in the Bible or whatever, but it goes something, don't quote me, I'm not saying it verbatim, but this is my version of it. So basically, there was a person who came to God and asked God. He said, Lord, my life's been so hard. I have all these burdens. I've been struggling, this and that. You know, I thought you only give people what they can handle. You know, how come everybody else is carrying their crosses and it just seems so light and my cross is so heavy? I don't deserve this. I've been through so much. And God said, okay, cool. I tell you what, here's what I'm going to do. Here goes the room with the crosses, because everybody has to carry their own cross in life. You keep seeing all these other people carrying their crosses, and their crosses look like they so light, they carry them with ease, but yet you're complaining that your cross is heavy. He said, go ahead in there, go in the room with the crosses, and pick one out. Since you don't like the one I gave you, go in the room with the crosses, test them all out, pick one out, and whichever one you find that feels better, you can have that one. So the man was like, all right, bet. We're in the room, was like, ooh, seeing all types of nice crosses, you know, some looking like they Ed Hardy style, you know, some chrome hearts out, you know, some blinged out. And he just goes around just picking up each cross. And each cross, even though it might have looked good, one was too heavy, one was too long, one was too wide. It's like none of them fit him. They all look good, but every time he picked them up, it was something wrong with the cross that it was just so uncomfortable. He knew, he's like, yeah, I can't rock with this. So he just keeps going. He's like, damn, am I gonna find a cross? So finally he goes and he sees this cross in the corner, and this cross, you know, it was attractive, but you know, it didn't really seem like nothing. But he was like, all right, I'm gonna try this cross. So he goes, looks at the cross. The cross looks decent, you know, it has a few nicks, you know, but it's nice. It doesn't look like the other crosses. This cross is unique. He said, okay, let me go ahead and try this cross. Picks the cross up. The weight was perfect. The height was perfect. The width was perfect. Everything was perfect by this cross. And he was like, hell yeah. He was like, hell yeah. This is what I'm talking about right here. This is the shit I'm talking about right here. Hell yeah. God. Hey, yo, God. I found one. See, I knew it. This one right here is perfect. This is perfect for me. Yeah, this one feels way better than my old cross. Look at that. Ooh, it's nice. So God was like, yeah, you sure you want that one? He was like, yeah. Man, he was like, I'm sure. How you go ask me? I'm sure. God was like, you sure? He's like, yeah, God, I'm sure. This one feels good. It's perfect. He was like, look. Stood up by the cross. He was like, it's the perfect dimensions for me. Like, come on. Please, can I have it? God was like, okay. God started laughing, and God was like, my child, guess what? The cross that you just picked is the cross that I already had for you. That's the cross you already been carrying. Right? He said, I'll never give you more than you can handle. Never. And that's what people need to understand. God will never give you more than you can handle. Even though you will go through some shit. The devil will test you. The devil will put illusions. The devil will put obstacles. Those are tests of your faith. Those are tests of how much do you want it. Those are tests of your hunger. Those are tests of your solidarity, right? Saying, I know that this is destined for me. I'm not going to stop. Because each time, each obstacle you overcome, each test you come through, you learn something. You learn a little something, right? Iron sharpens steel. Is that a saying? Or some shit like, you know what the fuck I'm talking about, right? Pressure busts pipe, damn it. The more you go through, ooh, child, it just started raining. But the more you go through, the more you grow through. And the more you glow through. And that's what you guys got to understand. So stop letting the devil win. When times get hard, stop saying fuck it. Stop throwing the towel in. Stop thinking when times get hard that God has given up on you. No, that's not the case. The same way if your brother came and tried to hold your ass in front of company, you're not going to do that. You're not going to let your brother hold you out of fight. So why are you letting the devil, who is also a child of God, a fallen angel, why are you letting him hold you in life? I'm just saying. Think about that. I'm going to go now because it's raining too hard. Now, I don't like to yell. I have a sultry voice. I can't be doing all that. But I love you. And take what I said with a grain of salt. And just, hopefully it can help you to shift your perspective. I love you.